Zlatan Ibrahimovic's long line of controversies on and off the pitch. Wherever Zlatan Ibrahimovic goes, controversy is sure to follow. He proved so once again this week with yet more inexplicable on-field antics. The Milan striker was caught slamming his shoulder into the back of Cesar Azpilicueta in the final moments of Sweden's World Cup qualifying defeat by Spain that confined his country to the playoffs. While he miraculously escaped a sending off, his booking does cause sufficient damage, with the 40-year-old now set to miss their playoff semi-final next March. It is the latest in a long list of controversies that have landed the Swede in hot water, not all of them happening on the pitch. Here, Sportsmail takes a look at some of the striker's most unedifying moments throughout his career. 1. Turning down Arsenal when it came to taking on the biggest names in the game, Ibrahimovic started early. As a promising talent at Malmo, the eyes of Europe's top clubs came to focus on his progress in Sweden, including those of Arsenal. Asked to a trial by Arsene Wenger, Ibrahimovic didn't take kindly to the invitation. "I didn't have a trial, I came for talks with Arsenal," he revealed after leaving Malmo for Ajax. "But Wenger wanted me to do a trial and I said, I don't do trials. You know who I am." 2. Showdown with Lukaku. Once teammates, Ibrahimovic and Romelu Lukaku looked to have lost all camaraderie when facing each other in the Milan derby earlier this year. The pair, who once lined up together for Manchester United, found themselves going head-to-head, quite literally, as they squared up to each other at the San Siro. The flashpoint, which also saw the Swede reportedly tell the Belgium striker to go, "Do your voodoo st, you little donkey," resulted in a fine and a one-match ban for both individuals. 3. Rift with Guardiola. While Ibrahimovic has picked his fair share of fights during his career, none have been as prolonged as his rift with Pep Guardiola. Flying at Barcelona before the Spaniard took charge, the striker saw his opportunities diminish before he was farmed out on loan to Milan just 12 months after the head coach's arrival. Zlatan has made it clear in no uncertain terms as to his feelings towards Guardiola, calling him a coward and stating that he is not a man among numerous other insults. 4. Sexist comments. In Sweden. With his extensive CV, Ibrahimovic can often give off the impression of someone who is worldly wise. But that doesn't always prove the case. The striker found himself making chauvinistic comments at an awards ceremony in 2014 when he took umbrage with being asked to compare himself with women's footballer Lotta Schellin. He went on to make matters worse when defending the award of a new car to Anders Stenson after breaking a Caps record. When it was suggested women's star Therese Jorgen should have received similar for her record-breaking feat, Ibrahimovic suggested a bike with his autograph on it would suffice. Hammarby Investment. Ibrahimovic's brand of loyalty extends only as far as himself. Malmo fans learned that the hard way last year. A club icon, he was honored with a stadium outside the club's ground in 2019 to celebrate his contribution to both the club and Sweden on the whole. The feel-good factor did not last long, however, as all goodwill quickly dissipated when Ibrahimovic announced an investment partnership with arch-rivals Hammarby. Needless to say, the statue did not last long after that, with fans vandalizing it to the point of ruin. 6. Betting company involvement. Ibrahimovic very nearly had his career curtailed earlier this year over an ill-advised investment with a betting company. It was suggested that the Swede faced a 3-year ban, one that would effectively have ended his playing career, for becoming an ambassador for the Malta-based firm Bethard in 2018. Instead, he was handed a lucky escape and a €50,000 (£43,000) fine after being found guilty of breaking UEFA regulations. 7. His infamous attack on France and its referees. Ibrahimovic rarely apologizes, but he was forced to backtrack once after an incredible outburst during Paris Saint-Germain's shock defeat by Bordeaux in 2015. "I've never seen this in my 15 years playing football. I've been playing for 15 years, and I've never seen good refereeing in this country. They don't even deserve PSG in this country," was the Swede's eloquent rant after the game. His words were picked up by supporters and politicians alike, including France's Minister for Sport Patrick Canner, who called for him to apologize. He did, though not about his opinion on referees. 8. Receiving a broken rib from his own teammate. Known for his feistiness, it isn't any surprise that Ibrahimovic can come to blows with opponents and teammates alike. One of the Swede's most punishing encounters came during his first stint at Milan, where he came to blows with American Iguchi Onyewu. The former Newcastle defender took exception to a lunge from the striker, which resulted in the pair coming to blows and Zlatan receiving a cracked rib in the process. 9. His kung fu kick sending off a black belt in taekwondo, Ibrahimovic has put his martial arts training to good use with some outstanding intuitive goals throughout his career. He is also guilty of using it in moments of madness too. This was none more evident than against Saint-Étienne in a league clash in 2012. With no hope of winning the ball against Stefan Ruffier, the Swede left his studs in the chest of the visiting goalkeeper, leaving the referee with no choice but to give Zlatan his marching orders. 10. His battle with Tyrone Mings going up against Zlatan Ibrahimovic, it was difficult to tell if Tyrone Mings was being incredibly brave or incredibly stupid. The pair were involved in a bruising duel that saw the Bournemouth defender appear to deliberately stamp on the Manchester United forward's head. Ibrahimovic's retribution was a less than subtle elbow to the side of Mings' head, an action that resulted in his sending off.